All right, here we go, y'all. Check it out, right? We keep hearing about submission. Every time you turn around, these punks will keep talking about submission. Now, I'm not one to complain about intellectual property. Hell, I don't even fancy myself as an intellectual. I'm just a worldly man. I've been around for a long time. I've learned a few things along the way. But there are people out there stealing my intellectual property, and they don't want to seem to give a brother credit. It could be because I'm a small channel, but it's all right though. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep speaking. Eventually, the truth will come into the light on who is saying what. And without further ado, before we get this thing kicked off, I want to tell you, brother, something. If you want submission, willful submission from a black woman, then you have to be ready to be a boss. If you ain't ready to be a boss, you can forget it. All right, Dame. Let's kick off this gangster talk. everybody showing up. Shout out to my peoples, Hassan Burton, Mika, Yeti Black. What's going on? This is Gangster Talk. I am the notorious gangster simp, Maximum Black. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of Gangster Talk. We're going to be talking about what it takes to gain willful submission from the black woman. That's not going to be easy, you see, because we got too many weak men. See, in order for you to get willful submission, you have to be a boss, a CEO, no questions asked, kick ass and take names. That's going to be a big problem. You see, in order for the black man to achieve that today, he has to do a drastic turnaround. I don't know if that can happen. Got too many sissy boys, too many weak dudes, too many socially awkward dudes walking around here calling themselves educated lames. Too many punks who are afraid to protect their women and children. Too many effeminate dudes trying to pass themselves off as masculine. Gay as I don't know what, trying to pass themselves off as masculine and thinks that it's some kind of profession to tell black women about themselves. So when you have all of that going on, it's kind of hard for the black woman to see you as a boss. And you got the nerve to be talking about some damn submission. Well, the only one that's submitting right now is the black man. Look in the mirror. You're the one that's doing the submitting. See, when the black woman looks at you, she don't see strength. She don't see strength at all. She sees weakness, and she sees a man that's willingly and willfully submitting to other men. And you can't protect her. Let's just face it. You're out here running from every male figure that you can possibly think of. Some of you are even running from male cartoon characters. You're afraid of them too. Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about how you get willful submission. And the key term here is willful, meaning that the black woman willfully gives herself to you. That takes a lot of work. You see, that actually costs. That comes with a price. Nothing in this world is free. Hell, pretty soon it's going to cost money to breathe with all this pollution that we have in the air and all of these chemicals that's affecting our bodies, that's suffocating us from the inside out. Pretty soon they're going to charge you for air, oxygen. Trust me, they're hard at work trying to make oxygen profitable. While you guys are laughing and chasing the latest drama, they're trying to figure out ways to control your life and be able to take your life whenever they feel like it and be able to allow you to live as long as they want you to live. That's where we're heading while you laughing and bullshitting around and chasing bullshit. Now, I've noticed, right? Now, I'm not one to complain, but I've noticed a lot of people are stealing intellectual property. Some of mine has been stolen. Case in point, right? I'm supposed to be the dumb one. Why are people stealing from me? Oh, I'm a little surprised about that. I'm kind of flattered too, because some of the people I heard stealing my stuff have big names. So I guess I'm kind of flattered. But I'm not going to really, I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to be petty like that. I'm going to keep on pushing it the way I'm pushing it. Keep on speaking it the way I'm speaking it. Because obviously somebody's listening. And somebody is liking what I'm saying because they're using it in their own podcast. Now, again, I don't fancy myself as some academic. I don't fancy myself as an intellectual at all. I'm just a regular guy, a regular old black man, somebody that you can relate to. I lived a long time. 54 years on this earth with the blessing of the Creator. And I picked up a few things along the way. Know a little something here and there, you know what I mean? I know the streets. I know what life is about. So, I just speak what's on my mind. I don't even rehearse for none of my shows. I don't write nothing down. I'm not really interested in being spit and polished. I'm here to just be a regular brother that you can relate to. Somebody that you see every day on the street that you kick it with in your neighborhood. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. Now, with that being said, I do understand one thing. In order for you to get willful submission, you have to pay for that. Now, the first thing you have to have is respect. Let's run it down. We're going to get into the list of what you need, what the black man needs in order to achieve willful submission from the black woman. Let's start with the first one, respect. Right now, you don't have none. She don't respect you. She don't respect you in no kind of way. Now, you may have some sisters who still pumping that black fist, still holding up that yellow, green, I'm sorry, was it red, black, and red, yellow, and green sign, or red, black, or whatever? You still have some sisters who are holding out hope and still have some respect for black men. But the majority of the sisters do not. And it's for good reason. You sorry group of punk ass Negroes don't deserve any respect. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect your own. Hell, many of you have compromised your own sexuality. You don't even respect yourself. You don't respect your manhood. You don't respect your integrity. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect the black woman. Many of you don't even respect your own mothers and your children. You have no respect, so you don't deserve any. And rightfully so. She shouldn't respect you the way you are right now. You don't deserve any respect, and you haven't done anything to earn that respect. So we're talking about basics here, right? You don't have no respect. So that's one hurdle you got to get over. She don't respect you. Oh, don't take my word for it. Just look around social media and listen to these black women talking. And you tell me if you hear respect. I don't hear none. And the level of disrespect that you have for the black woman is absolutely insane. Who the hell do you think you are? You get to disrespect her and shit on her, but you want her to respect you. You want her to respect your manhood, which you don't really have any. Not anymore. I mean, when you got some gay dude leading you, we can't talk about manhood anymore. You guys are running behind some flamboyant dude that's supposed to be telling black women about themselves and telling them off, and that's who you rally behind. You got the nerve to talk about some manhood. Who is going to respect that? I know as a man, I don't respect that. Well, I don't respect none of you, period. So I think all of you are weak. I don't have no problem getting respect from black women because I respect black women. I love black women. I have no problem getting respect. But you dudes, on the other hand, y'all can't get that. So that's the first thing you got to have. And you don't have that. Respect. The black woman don't respect you. Number two, loyalty. You ain't got no loyalty. You're not loyal to the black woman. You're running around here talking about Becky's and whatnot, chasing May Ling, chasing all these other women around the world. You're not chasing your own woman. You're not chasing the black woman. Hell, some of you even come in here and said stupid stuff like the black woman don't belong to us. I still can't get past that one. I was talking to some of my buddies back in Jersey about that. They still laughing. You believe that? Some numbskull come here talking about black women don't belong to us. And so you're not loyal. You're selling yourself out to white women. You say white women are a status symbol, right? Even though many of them are psychotic, but you say that they are a status symbol. So you've sold your loyalty to foreign women, to non-black women. You seem to be more loyal to them than you are to anyone else. Hell, some of you are more loyal to foreign women or non-black women than you are to your own life. What's killing me is this: you won't pay child support, you won't protect your black woman, but you will willingly give up your life for a Becky. Hell, you'll throw yourself in harm's way for her. All of a sudden, you become brave when a Becky comes around. See, when you're around black women, you're a coward and you're a punk and you're a sissy. Becky comes around, all of a sudden you get beefed up. You ready to go to war for that white woman. So you don't have any loyalty to the black woman, which is something that is essential for you to get submission. So you don't have any respect and you don't have any loyalty. How the hell are you getting submission? Now we got plenty of more to go down the line. But let's just check this out for 1 second. The top two, right, that you must have, you don't have. One, the black men don't respect you. Two, you're not loyal. Hell, the black man swirls probably more than any other race of man on this earth. I mean, you niggas wake up in the morning looking to swirl. You niggas eat, sleep, and drink, piss and shit swirling. Some of you motherfuckers are so bad that you won't even order a chocolate shake. You got problems with that. You don't even want to. Niggas don't stop buying chocolate during Valentine's Day. They want to give their women white chocolate. Motherfuckers even talking about, hey man, I got my girl some white chocolate. I didn't get her that old ugly chocolate, that old dark chocolate. No, I didn't get her that. I got her white chocolate. Motherfucker proud that he got his woman a box of white chocolate. White chocolate. You understand? Nigga got a problem with a nigga won't even order a chocolate shake. Nigga won't drink chocolate milk. Nigga don't want to have shit to do with anything brown. Hell, motherfucker went to a store and brought some groceries, and the goddamn clerk put his groceries in a brown paper bag. Motherfucker have a problem. He goes, man, take my shit out of that brown paper bag and give me a clear paper bag or a white plastic bag. That's how bad you niggas are. That's how much you caught up in hating your own skin color. You Negroes hate yourself so bad that it done found its way into just about everything you do in life. Niggas walking around here with all these bright colors on and shit. It used to be back in the day that a manly man wore dark colors, dark gray, black, a dark brown, dark colors. Manly shit. Now you niggas running around here looking like rainbows and butterflies. Some of you motherfuckers is wearing flowered dresses. I seen a dude the other day that had on shirts that had flowers in it. And he had a shorts on with flowers in it and a shirt to match. That's a dress. Nigga wearing a short flower dress. All these bright ass colors, pink, fuchsia, lavender. I saw a commercial, an Old Spice commercial, where a dude is arguing with his woman and fighting with his woman about lavender deodorant. Why is this woman tripping, right? Because lavender is something that you usually associate with women. It's not a manly color. Men don't wear lavender. They got a lavender deodorant and it keeps triggering his wife. So he's fighting back and forth with his wife about lavender deodorant because she wants to wear the motherfucker. So y'all so disloyal. How in the hell are you supposed to get submission? You're not loyal and you don't have any respect. Let's move on to the next one. Protection. Whoa. The big P word, protection. I was just going to say the word protection and move on to the next one. But nah, we're gonna talk about that. You niggas can't protect nothing. You can't even protect yourself. You're out here getting your ass whooped left and right. And because you're afraid of the person whooping your ass, you go lay hands on a black woman. Because you're pathetic. You don't have any manhood. Your manhood has been taken from you. So you walking around here being sissified, talking about the black woman don't need no protection. You see, if you were a man, you wouldn't say that. See, only you weak punks, only you sissies, you gay dudes, you bisexuals, all you undercover dudes, y'all the only ones running around here talking about the black woman don't deserve any protection. Because y'all punks. If you were a man, you wouldn't talk like that. If you were a real manly man, you wouldn't talk like that. Real manly men don't say those kinds of things. We don't walk around here talking about our women don't deserve protection. Because we can protect. We can fight. We can handle up. We ain't got no problem going to war to protect our women and children. That's why you won't hear that nonsense come out of our mouth. But you weak niggas, you socially awkward homo thugs, with your fake GED degrees, calling yourselves educated lames, you can't protect because you can't fight. You're shook. The white man done took your heart. You ain't got no heart. That's why you sit up here and try to talk your way out of shit. Because you're not a real man. You can't fight your way. You can't make no motherfucking waves with your fist. You can't be a manly man and get out there and deal with other men in a manly way. That's why you sit up here talking about you're an intellectual. Trying to insult other people's intelligence. As if that excused the fact that you have no manhood. As if that excused the fact that you're a sissy boy. As if that excused the fact that you can't protect. No woman is going to be with you and you can't protect her. You are out of your mind. I guess we should put lame on the end of educated. If you think you're going to get a woman and she realizes that you can't protect her, what's she going to do? Protect you? Is that what you want her to do? That's not the way it works. It don't work that way, partner. You have to be able to protect your women and your children. You see, the black woman, like I've said before, I did about 2 or 3 shows on this, but because somebody else says it, all of a sudden it's deep and it means something. But I've been talking this shit for a while now about how black women look at other races of men and don't see what she see in them in her own man. I've been talking about that shit. I've been talking about how non-black women don't know what it means not to be taken care of. The black woman can't even have that conversation with a non-black woman because a non-black woman don't know what the fuck that is. They men take care of them. They men build infrastructure. They men got housing. They men employ them. They don't know what it's like. Black woman can't have that conversation because her man don't do none of the above. Now, in the grand scheme of things, you own virtually nothing. In the grand scheme of things, you built virtually nothing. Let's stop having sit-ins. Let's stop having marches and rallies and start kicking ass and taking names. See, other races of men, when some shit go down, they respond. Case in point, a while back, some white dude went into Mexico or in the neighborhood where there was a whole bunch of Mexicans and started being racist against the Mexicans there. You know what the Mexican men did? They got him up out of there. They went up in there and took him out. See, other races of men, they respond. They respond with force. They don't show up talking about some damn, let's march. Let's have a sit-in. Let's do a boycott. Let's go up here and sing, we shall overcome. They don't do that. They go up in there and they handle business. Physicality, which is what they use to get rid of this racist. Now, some people say, well, they probably went to jail. So what? It was worth it because that racist is no longer in their neighborhood terrorizing their women and children. You can't get the terror out of your community at all because you're afraid of everything. You're scared of everything. That's why you kill each other like mad dogs, because you're afraid of real enemies. See, you can pull out these guns and kill each other because you know that you won't get much trouble for it, but even though they're smoking you now any old way. But you feel that nobody values black life, so you can get away with killing another black person. But you won't dare turn them guns on a real enemy because you're a chicken. You're a sissy. You're a scaredy cat. You're a punk. Pulling the trigger don't make you gangster. Pulling the trigger don't make you tough. And then you've shown how weak you've become. Many of you are so goddamn sensitive. It's sickening to listen to. Serious. Y'all get up on here talking about, don't disrespect me, man. Don't talk about no disrespect, man. Man, don't say nothing disrespect. Y'all sound like, excuse my French, y'all sound like bitches. You're so afraid of what somebody's gonna say? You're afraid of a woman raising her voice? That's some bitch shit, dog. That ain't no man shit. That's bitch shit. What kind of man is afraid of a woman raising her voice? Women raise their voice all the time. You ain't used to it by now? You afraid of it? How the hell are you going to protect a woman if she can spook you and send chills down your spine if she raises her voice? How can her femininity blow out your masculinity or your manliness? You're supposed to be strong, God damn it. And she can put fear in your heart just by raising her voice, then you ain't no man. And you damn sure ain't fit to be A man to no woman. If that's the case, you understand? And then look at what you're letting happen in your community. Our women are being shot. They're being killed. Our children are being killed. And you ain't nowhere to be found. As a matter of fact, you hide behind a keyboard talking about this is a black woman's fault. So you're a big old scaredy cat. So you can't protect. So that's three, right? We three deep in. Respect, you don't have that. Loyalty, you're not. And two, and three, you can't protect. How the hell you get in submission? You shouldn't be talking about any goddamn submission. What you niggas need to be doing is holding a podcast about how you can get your balls back from the white man who took them. Y'all need to be getting together talking about, oh man, how we gonna get our manhood back? How we gonna get our balls back? How we gonna get our courage back? How we gonna be men again? How we gonna walk down the street and look other men in the eye without turning tail and running because we're frightened little rabbits? That's what y'all need to be having podcasts about. Forget about having podcasts about what the black woman is doing. Y'all need to start having some manly conferences about how the hell you gonna get your goddamn manhood back. That white boy walking around with your manhood in his back pocket, walking around with your balls around his neck, and you too afraid to fight him and get it back. Now you can call me whatever you want to call me. That's fine. But it's going to come down to this. This is a bully and an enemy you cannot talk your way out of a confrontation with. I've said this before. There is no talking your way out of a confrontation with this kind of enemy. You are going to have to turn and fight him. And if you cannot do that, then I guess you'll be the new kind of slave we got today, right? These new age slaves. You know, the ones who are running around here talking about buying into white supremacy, acting like there's no racism. You know, the Jesse Lee Petersons, the Candace Owens, these disgraces of humanity, these new age slaves, Kevin Samuels in the manosphere, who's so goddamn scared that they're willing to live under the master's table and share a place with cockroaches, termites, and any other kind of creepy, crawly critters. Because you're afraid. Because if you were a man, you would stand up for your women. You would stand up for your children. You would protect your home. Here's another thing, too, that's knocking you out of the submission race. Ownership. You niggas don't hardly own nothing. Renting an apartment isn't owning anything. You're dead last in home ownership. These other races of men are out here buying homes because they know how important a home is to a family, to raise a family in. They know that they women need to nest in the environment. In order to do that, she needs a home. They know how important that is. You're the only one walking around here that don't understand that. Walking around here spending your money like a kid. Some of you make good money, but you spend it like a child. Buying these big time cars, living in these high rise apartments. You don't own a goddamn thing. Don't own shit. And you talking mad shit like you a boss when you're really a worker. When you're really a subordinate, a sidekick, an understudy. You're not the man. You submit to the man. The black woman needs the man. She's looking for the man. You ain't that dude. So I ask you again, what the fuck are you talking about when you say you want the black woman to submit? You ain't the man. I said before, submission is an act of manhood. I don't have that. So how are you getting submission? You punk ass niggas on right here. Listen, and I can't be strong enough when I say the cowardice is really bad. That's really, really hurting y'all. Well, there's a lot of things hurting you, but that cowardice shit, oh, that's really putting a foot in your ass. Woman ain't gonna be with you. You can't protect her and her babies. You can't protect her. You can't protect your children. They don't want to be with you. She ain't gonna submit to you. Nigga, you crazy. You got it all the way fucked up. Ownership. What do you own? How many of you niggas go out here and say you own your own house? How many of you out here shooting to own your own house? A lot of you niggas up here on social media bragging about you make 6 figures, but you live in an apartment. Hell, you can have a home with less money. That goes to show you how you spend your money like a child. Bragging about 6 figures, drinking expensive shit, but you live under somebody else's roof. And you calling yourself a man. You're being sheltered by other men. You're being sheltered by another man, but yet you call yourself a man. So how is a black woman supposed to look at you and see a man when you're being sheltered by other men? You're being submissive to other men. So when she look at these other races of men, she don't see them submitting. She see them handling business. She see them making their own way. She see them building their own shit so that they don't have to submit to no man. She turn around and see you, you're submitting. You're on your knees. It's because of you niggas, they're selling fucking designer knee pads now. But this is what you want her to submit to. So you got no ownership. Many of you don't even own the cars that you drive. You don't own shit. Can she get something that you own? Motherfucker, if you had a goddamn go-kart, that'd be a start. At least you owned it. Hey, baby, I ain't got no real car, but I got a go-kart and shit. You know, it's got a little bit of, it's got a small motor. Know what I mean? We can only do like 10 miles an hour, but shit. You know, it's reliable, baby. Some women may go for that. At least you own the motherfucker. Now, most women might look at you and laugh and be like, nah, you know, I'm good, but you know what? I appreciate you trying to own something. Now get to the next stage and maybe we can have a conversation. At least if you own a goddamn go-kart with a motor on it, you're headed in the right direction. These niggas don't even own go-karts. Own something. So you have no respect. You have no loyalty. You cannot protect. You don't own shit. You're not a boss. You want submission, you want willful submission, nigga, you got to be a boss. That means everything falls on you. You asking this woman to capitulate her life over to you, right? To give her life to you, to put herself in your hands. Nigga, you got to be bringing it in order for that to happen. You can't be making excuses. You can't be a soft ass little punk ass nigga on here complaining about black women. You got to be made out of the hard stuff. Nigga, you got to be rough and tough and all that stuff. You got to know what it means to be a motherfucking man in order for that to happen. She ain't going to put herself in that position unless you are the motherfucking boss, the absolute boss, nigga. You niggas ain't bosses. You're getting bossed around. You're getting your ass whooped. You ain't bosses. You don't give orders, nigga. You take orders. And if you don't follow them orders, you're going to get your ass kicked one way or the other. Why? Because you have a boss. So if you ain't a boss, don't come up here talking about some goddamn submission. You can't take care of a woman completely. You ain't got no business asking for no goddamn submission. Because in order for her to submit to you, you got to be able to complete the motherfucking mission. You got to be able to take care of her 100 motherfucking percent all the motherfucking time. You got to have your shit together. You got to have all the above. She got to respect you. You got to be loyal. You got to be able to protect. I ain't even get to the providing part yet. I'm still tripping on something else. Let's get into that. I mean, that goes without saying, right? You have to be able to provide too. Resources. And it has to be an abundance of resources. You see, a boss don't walk around here with tiny ass resources. You got to have an abundance of resources. Your resources have to be well known. Your woman have to see your resources from a distance. From far away, she should be able to see your resources. Because again, you asking a woman to submit, right? So you got to be able to take care of her and the children completely and consistently all the time. You can't falter. There is no faltering. Bosses don't falter. I said to you Negroes before, marriage isn't for the weak. Marriage is only for strong men. Too many of you niggas are too weak to be married. You're unfit to be husbands and you're unfit to be fathers because you're weak. And we have a sickness, a disease in our communities. It's called weakness. Too many weak black males. That's a blight in our society. So with all this, with all this weakness, how are you talking about submission? You don't have any respect. You're not loyal. You don't protect. You don't provide. You don't own shit. We still got some ways to go. I mean, I could stop here and my point is made. But for the sake of conversation, we can get into it even further. How about how abusive you are? Meaning you are abusive. Abusive and disrespectful. You're verbally abusive. You're physically abusive. And you are inciting violence against black women. And you wanted to submit to that? When you out here with a goddamn bullhorn, disrespecting the hell out of her, calling her masculine, saying that she's the least desired, talking about how her life has no value. And she's supposed to submit to that? You motherfuckers don't think anything's wrong with it, do you? You niggas is all fucked up in the head. Y'all sitting around talking about, hey, no matter how fucked up we are, the black woman's supposed to treat us like kings anyway. Says who? And why you dumbasses believe some shit like that? And I'm convinced that you niggas are really dumb because some of you have come on my show. Some of you. It says some of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. But you're the first ones out here talking about you only deal with intellectuals and you only go to intellectual channels and you do all of the research, which is nothing but fucking regurgitation that I'm not impressed by. And you have a white man's conversation about statistics, which is foolish. You believe in the white man's numbers? What are you, some kind of idiot? That's why you can't get no damn respect from your woman. You believe everything the white man tell you because you're afraid of them. If the white man tell you that there's only 2 black women in the world, you'll believe it. If the white men tell you that female dogs can have black men as babies, you'll believe it. Because the white man told you, because you're afraid of it. The white man tell you, hey, get rid of all the black women and you can be a black man with with a non-black woman. You will actually believe that. Why? Because you're afraid of him. You're afraid to challenge him, so you believe everything he tell you. And he knows you a damn fool. So he tells you anything he wants to tell you. You run around here believing it, and then you go out here and you regurgitate it. And you try to shove it down people's throats like it's the absolute truth. It's a goddamn shame. You're the only dumbass motherfucking man on this earth that believes what your enemy tell you. No other man does that but you motherfuckers. You believe what your enemy is telling you. Not your friend. Not your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your father, your grandfather, your grandmama. No, your enemy. Hell, you don't believe shit your friends tell you. You don't believe shit black people tell you. You don't believe shit your family tell you. But you believe what your enemy tells you. You're the only dumbass motherfucker on this earth that does that. No other race of men believes their enemy. They know that their enemy is lying to them because it's an enemy. So they deal with their enemies a certain way. They know their enemy is disingenuous. They know that their enemy don't have their best interests at heart. You're the only motherfucker on this planet that think your enemy cares about you. And think that your enemy is going to save you at the end of the day from him. You dumbass niggas think the white man is going to save you from the white man. So you believe whatever he tells you. This is your enemy. And you believe him. You're the only fool running around here that's doing that. You have his conversation. You speak what he wants you to speak. You don't even think for yourself. You think what he wants you to think. Which I'm having a hard time understanding because you guys said that you're smart. Well, I don't know how that is when you can't think for yourself. When you're running around here regurgitating someone else's work, someone else's words, not your own, because you don't have your own thoughts. You don't. Again, you guys are fools. You believe your enemy. You believe what your enemy tells you, which is foolish. You dumbass, effeminate niggas believe what that white man is telling you. You found refuge in that white man. And he can't stand your fucking existence. He don't give a damn if you effeminate. He don't give a damn if you on your knees giving him a blowjob. He can't stand your very existence. If he can get away with just outright murdering you, he would. It'd be a wholesale slaughter out here. And you believe what he tells, oh, white people ain't like that. Find me some white people that ain't like that. I keep hearing people say, oh, white people ain't like that, but you can't produce white people that aren't like that. You can't. You think because some of them lend you some money or they brought you some food or they came over and helped you out in a time of need, that they're your friends. Let me tell you something. They're some of the most coldest people you ever come across. They can play like they're your friend as good as anybody who can win an Oscar. But the moment it's time for shit to hit the fan, they will show you exactly who they are and who you are. And they will look you in your face with no fear, and they will tell you, we were never friends. You were just a damn fool. So I keep hearing all of this. Well, white people ain't like that. Okay, well, produce something that's not. Haven't seen anybody produce one yet. I've known dudes who grew up with white dudes. And as soon as them white dudes got around their own enough of their own people, they turned on them like it was nothing. Like the black dude knew that that was supposed to happen. And the only one that was shocked was the black dude. The white dude was on some normal shit like, yo, what's your problem, man? I thought you knew this. I thought you knew this is what it was. I'm white. What you thought because I grew up with you, I was black? No, I just wasn't around my own people. Now I'm around my own people. I don't have to pretend anymore. Now I can be who I really am. I'm white. You're a nigger. You should have been talking about some. Oh, well, Tommy, what happened? We were friends. We were friends. We ate cheeseburgers together. We cooked fries. We ate collard greens together and peach cobblers. Hell, we even ate watermelons together. Tommy, why you do me like this? You're the only fool sitting up there surprised. Hey, leopards can't change their spots. Tiger can't change their stripes. White people can't change their color. And they can't change their mentality. They are who they are. And, so you can't do none of the things that I mentioned, but yet you want submission from the black woman. You got the nerve. All this disrespect you done gave her, and the disrespect you still dishing out. And you got some other camel toe niggas sitting out here disrespecting black women that y'all rallying behind. Do y'all know y'all look like a bunch of bitches rallying behind that camel toe nigga? I'm feeling extra gangster today. Y'all look like bitches. Y'all look like shit. Y'all behaving like women. As far as I know, women don't submit to other women unless there's a position in the job place where the woman has a position over her. She has no choice because she's a subordinate. But as far as I know, women don't just submit to women like that. So if you're a woman, it's highly unlikely she's going to submit to you. So you're behaving like a woman. I don't think she's going to be interested in that. She wants a man, a real man. And y'all ain't that. Y'all not them dudes, man. You ain't that dude. YouTube wannabes, YT gangsters, keyboard tough guys, educated lames, regurgitators, fake intellect, phony intelligence. And the thing about it is, you don't have the wherewithal to look anything up and put two and two together yourself, right? You just go find whatever the white man says and come right back and spit it out. Well, the white man says 4 out of 5 black women are overweight. Well, what did the white man say about the white woman? Do you know that he says nearly 10 out of 10 white women are overweight? And that nearly, 8 out of 10 black women are super morbidly, 8 out of 10 white women are super morbidly obese. Super morbidly obese. Let me say it one more time. Super morbidly obese. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. Y'all already proved it. Y'all don't give a shit about that. Y'all don't give a fuck about, man, she can weigh 9,000 pounds. Right? And the only way she can get around is by laying on the back of a flatbed truck. You will drive that thing around town proudly. You ain't got no problem pushing her around town on a hand truck. That's your Becky. Never mind, she can no longer fit through normal doors and stuff. Forget all of that. Never mind that when you walk, never mind that when that she's so big, when you walk side by side with her, can't nobody see you on either side because you hide under one of her giant arms, so no one can see you on either side. I always say you want to give somebody a good scare, follow a Becky until she stops. A nigga will pop out of nowhere. Oh, I didn't know you was there. Where did you come from? What are you talking about? I was right here with my woman. Well, I I didn't see you. Well, I was right there on her side. Which side? The right side. Where? Oh, I was right between her arm and her side. Oh, so you walking around with these big bazooka whales, but yet you got to never talk about the black woman being overweight. See, you didn't get this hatred from black men. You was taught this by white men. White men have turned you against your women, and you are still listening to what he's saying about your people. And he is your enemy. And you still listen to what he's saying to you about your own people. And it's so bad that you're going back to your people and you're telling your people how much the white man really hates them. But yet you put yourself in this place, right? The black hand of white supremacy, aiding and abetting your enemy. So, what are the things that black men must have to gain or to achieve willful submission from the black woman? Well, the things I named: respect, loyalty. I'm sorry, 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Okay, yeah. Respect, loyalty, protection, provisions. You got to be able to provide. You don't own shit. You got to have some ownership somewhere. Got to stop being a coward. Y'all can't do any of these things. Not you Negroes today. Y'all not capable of any of that. So what do you? So please stop talking about submission. You don't deserve it. You don't have what it takes. You don't have the manhood to get willful submission from a black woman. You don't have the manhood. So stop talking about that. Do us all a favor. Stop making us sick to our stomach. And go on and follow your little, go on and follow your little cheerleader boy or girl, whichever you, floats your boat. Because that's what y'all really about. And like I said before, if somebody's going to catch on to this, another reason why y'all hate black women is because you love men. You got love confused. I've said before, love is for women, respect is for men. Y'all got it fucked up. Y'all love men and disrespect women. That's why y'all want to be with each other all the time. That's why you were talking about your boys. That's why you make all these gay songs showing your homies all this love and affection. But you don't want to get that to the person you're supposed to give it to. I don't understand. Why you niggas are so hell bent on hugging each other, but don't want to hug a woman? Which is that's who you should be hugging. You niggas get out here and hug and kiss each other, but don't want to hug and kiss a woman. And that's who you should be hugging and kissing. A woman. And what kills me is you niggas love each other, but you got nothing to call women masculine. Well, this is why I don't understand. If you love other men, then why wouldn't you be with a masculine woman? That doesn't make any sense to me. If you're saying she's masculine, how come you don't want to be with her? You out here bending over and bunking over for other dudes. Isn't that mad? Aren't you dealing with other masculine men? So if you say the woman is masculine, isn't that right up your alley? I'm confused. You should be running to the masculine women. Many of y'all said that Serena Williams was masculine. Shouldn't there have been a line outside her door? A long ass line that reached over the goddamn Albuquerque? Because you dudes are feminine. You like men, right? Many of you. So what's the problem if Serena was masculine? Since you niggas like men, I don't understand what the problem was. Since you dudes are in love with masculinity and you poking each other in the dunker, I don't see your problem with masculine women. I don't get it. Shouldn't you love masculine women? I don't know. I'm a little confused by that. What? She's not the type of man you want. I mean, you know what? I don't get it. Well, I see y'all should be on it. Oh, she's masculine. Word, I'm gonna make her my wifey. Hold on, I gotta reboot. Let me see if my co-host is hanging around anywhere. Dave, when you here, type of one in the chat if you guys can hear me. I think I may be frozen. Dame, come in if you can hear me. I think she may be asleep. Uh-huh. Let me see. I don't want to. Is she here? Okay, yeah, she's here.
Yeah, we
Albina.
can hear you.
Okay, do me a favor, Albina. Take over for me real quick. Let me reboot, okay?
Okay,
Okay, so talk to the people for me for about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I got to reboot.
okay, yeah. As what Black Knight is talking about, okay, I missed it because I wasn't around and I just came in there. Yeah, but you see, this is some of the things that black men need to be understand that you have to be achieve something that can make black women will be good and then we can love each other. We cannot be all the time blaming the women for what we the men have to do.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, son, I hear what you're saying, but these dudes are so effeminate and they love other men. I don't understand why they got problems with women that they say is masculine. Shouldn't they be in love with them too? Because if they're saying that she's masculine, then that means that she must represent manly ways or she's like a man, right? But shouldn't that appeal to them? Because they love men. So I don't understand. If she's masculine, okay, that should be right up your alley. How come I don't get it? Yeah, yeah, you know, I'm tripped out. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, why y'all got a problem with the masculine women? Because many of y'all running around here with dudes. You know, good comment there. Truth is, it is sorry when guys try to blame their faults on women, and they want women. You know, when they say that women are masculine, it's because they have no masculinity themselves. See, they don't have no manhood. You see, the black man is suffering. This black man today is suffering from what I call being punked out. He's been punked out. He's shook, and his manhood has been taken from him, and he's too afraid to fight to get it back. And because he's afraid, all of his shortcomings he see in the black woman, he puts on the black woman. Oh, you masculine because he's not. Or you act like a man because he doesn't. Or you try to be a man because he isn't. He's blaming you for what he isn't. He isn't a man, so he blames you for acting like a man. Yeah, punked out. Shook. His manhood took. It took his manhood. Yeah, I know Serena isn't masculine. I know that, but I'm just saying that because these guys keep talking about, well, black women are masculine. All right, well, how come you're not with them then? You should be with them, but me and you motherfuckers like other men. So shouldn't you be with the masculine women? That's what I'm confused by. And so that's what it is, people. I could go all day about, why the black man does not have submission from the black woman and what he needs to do to get it. But it's too much of a hurdle for this black man today. This black man today cannot achieve willful submission from the black woman. He is incapable. He's too much of a coward. He's too sissified. He's too weak. And he acts too much like a female. So he can't gain. He's incapable of gaining willful submission. Brothers, let me tell you something. I'll say this one last time. Marriage is for the strong. Just because marriage out there don't mean you should get married. Marriage is for the strong. You got to be a full grown dog to be married. Marriage is a huge responsibility. You got to be a full grown dog. You got to be the boss to gain willful submission. Not any man can get willful submission from a woman. You got to be a full grown dog and you got to be the boss. You ain't that, you can hang it up. You ain't getting no willful nothing. And all this weak shit that y'all putting out here now, that makes it even worse. How you think the woman feels you sitting up here arguing with her? Let me tell you something. Okay, this is the part where I go back in time, y'all. I'm gonna take y'all back in time with me. Because I'm a 70s guy. All right. And so back in the 70s, it was you was considered a punk if you argue with a woman. See, a man was supposed to be strong and silent. So when women got to cackling and hollering, just let them cackle and holler. You just sit right there and chill. You don't let that bother you. Okay? And when they get done cackling, hollering, they'll chill out. And then later on, then they're very submissive and they want to talk. That's when you engage. But when they holler and scream like that, you don't engage because all you're going to do is make it worse. Because for one, when they're like that, they're in their emotions, and it's hard for them to just turn their emotions off. So the more you interact with them, the more they're going to argue with you, the more it's going to turn up. So you make the situation worse. That's why men didn't argue with women. Let them have that, and let them calm down. And anyway, if you care about your woman, you don't want her doing all that hollering anyway because it raises blood pressure. You have to be about your woman's health, right? So you don't want her all worked up like that. So if she gets mad and she's all hollering, let her holler. Don't say nothing back. Just relax. She'll calm down. Don't get into it with her. So you was considered a punk if you was arguing with women. See, we would look at you sideways like, yo, what you arguing with a woman for? What you some kind of sissy boy? We would question you back. We would question your sexuality back then if we caught you arguing with a woman. That's how manly we were back then. You couldn't even argue with a woman, or we would look at you suspect because you're supposed to be strong and silent. See, you're supposed to be, you know, radiating with strength all the time. So if a woman is arguing and she's emotional, you stand there and be the strong, silent type. You know, if you got to say something, you say, "Yeah, baby," you know, no big deal. You know, and let her go on her little rant and let her calm down and talk to her later when she's chilling. That's how a grown man did it back in the day. We didn't get out there arguing with her, calling her all out of her name, calling her all kinds of bees and stuff like that. That wasn't manly. You didn't get any points. As a matter of fact, you lost points for that. We saw you doing something like that in the sea. As a matter of fact, that would get your ass whooped back in the day. Seriously. And those that come from my time know exactly what I'm talking about. But so you arguing with a woman down the street like that, taking your shirt off, motherfucker might run down on you and whoop your ass. Because the first thing gonna come to his mind is that you're a punk. So he may come up and sucker punch you for arguing with a woman in the street like that. Yeah, you mess around and get your ass kicked back then. You know, we didn't do that. Now that's all you niggas do today, argue with women. And you know, and you know, one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen since I've been on social media, I've seen panels with 6, 7, and 8 dudes all jumping one woman on the panel, all arguing with one woman. About 8 dudes. 8 dudes. Calling the woman out of her name, arguing with her. This woman arguing with 8 dudes. And none of them have any manhood. She may as well have been arguing with 8 drag queens. Back in my day, that wouldn't happen. No way, no how. You couldn't get that. Back in the 70s, when we was growing up, when we shot fair ones, it was all about manhood. You had to be a man. We grew up bare knuckles joints in the street. Black eyes, broken noses, busted lips, body slams. You had to be tough. Some of you niggas can't do that. Y'all can't survive no real fight today. Nigga body slam you can't even get back up because y'all weak. Niggas scoop you up and body slam you, y'all done. Many of y'all done. You can't even survive a body slam because you're weak. Your body is frail. You act like a bitch. You ain't tough. Somebody scoop one of you punk ass niggas up and drop you on the blacktop, it's over. You ain't getting back up. I come from the era of straight cold-blooded knockouts, body slams, drop kicks. Man shit. You had to be tough. Anybody play that punk shit? But now, y'all can get away with all this old weak ass shit today. Y'all can get away with it. How you doing, Faith? Shout out to Faith. Like, subscribe, share the channel, please. Also, if you want to donate to help us grow, please do so. We are the Ebony Star Network. We are about our black people. We love our black people over here. We're not the biggest, but you know, we hanging in there. And we definitely love our black women over here. You ain't gonna never come over here and see us not defend black women. That ain't gonna never happen. As long as I'm in this space, it's gonna always be a space that protects and defends and fight for black women. That's what black men are supposed to do. Nigga, let me tell you something. You got to be man enough that if your family is in a house and that house caught on fire, you got to be man enough to get your family to safety. You got to be brave enough to carry your family out of that house. But you niggas couldn't even do that. You know why? Because a lot of y'all family would pass away because y'all be out here talking about, well, I couldn't take my daughter out the back door because the white fire marshal said that that's not an exit. Your house burning up, you worried about what the white fire marshal said about your back door to your house, which can lead your people to safety. You ain't gonna do it because the white fire marshal told you, well, that's not an exit. You can't take them out of the back door. And so you cowards today about, well, I read it wasn't nothing I can do. No, it was nothing you wanted to do because you're a punk. You're not the guy that's going to lead your family to safety. You're not going to run into a burning house and sacrifice yourself to save your children, save your women. You ain't going to do that. That takes courage. That takes bravery. That takes a man who loves his family, that he's willing to put himself in harm's way to save the lives of his women and children, even if it causes him grave harm. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't built like that. So stop making us all sick. Stop making us all hurl, talking about some goddamn submission. You're making us all physically sick to our stomach. And with that being said, that is the end of my rant. What's going on, everybody? It's free for all time now. Anybody want to come up and kick it with the Gangsta Simp? You're welcome to do so. Let me get the link out in the chat. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. Let me see if let me see if the Lady Knight is here. Damon, you here? Abby, come off mute. Okay, it seems like the ladies are occupied right now. Yeah, son. Fire Marshal Bill. Nigga gonna let his family. Nigga too cowardly and brave, right, to go and save his family. Looking for excuses. Shout out to Faith. Truth is, my main man, Hassan Burton, in the building. Emmanuel Briggs giving us that cameo. Damon, you there?
Yeah.
Drop
Having a
that
little issue
gangster
with my
link.
internet. All right,
That's
there
okay.
you go.
Well, I'm at the end of my rant. Any thing you want to say about it? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Was you listening?
Um, I was listening to some of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they were surprised.
Who?
Yeah. Think you're giving them some pointers and you're telling them what they lack and why they're not going to get it.
Nah. Yeah. You guys ain't getting no submission, man. You don't even have nobody. Your woman don't even respect you. See, let me tell you something. Back in the 70s, the black woman respected us because we got in the street and we fought and we buck against the system. Even though many of us went to jail, some of us even died. But we fought against the system. We didn't just get out there and march. We laid hands on white folks. And we took care of our kids. We took care of our hell. Back then, it was nothing for a man to take care of kids that wasn't his own.
Right.
That was normal. I can't tell you how many families and friends I know, right, that had adopted members in their family. We had two myself.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? So, you niggas today, y'all ain't got it in you. So y'all can forget about submission. Y'all not capable of earning that. You don't have what it takes. You ain't got enough manhood. Some of you ain't got any manhood at all, which is a serious prerequisite. It's kind of, uh, what you need. So y'all, many of y'all ain't even got it. Many of y'all have sold your manhood out for the sake of some fake ass womanhood, something you'll never achieve, something you'll never be. So the link is in the chat if anybody want to come up and chat with the gangster while I'm
Okay.
still here. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. A lot of them under the wrong impression that that submission is supposed to be automatic. The woman's supposed to submit first. It's like
Who said
um
that?
I don't know, the way these guys be talking. That's the way they sound out.
No, no,
It's
no,
like,
no, 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 no.
mhm,
You got to be a man first.
mhm,
She's not going to submit unless she see a real man. You see, submission triggers. You got to trigger submission in a woman. It don't just come automatic. You have to trigger it. The only way to trigger it, you got to be the kind of man that can trigger it. You got to be a real man. Again, you got to be a boss. Ain't just no any man gonna get submission from a black woman.
mhm.
Okay, you got
Yeah.
to be a real man. You got to be a boss. Those kind of men get willful submission from their women because they women know that their lives are in good hands. That they man got it. So all they have to do is just be a woman, be a wife, and be a mother. They ain't got to do nothing else. They can rest in their femininity and just be women, be mothers, be wives. That's all they got to do because they man got it. You ain't that kind of man, you can forget about submission. Because ain't no other kind of man getting no submission like that. Only a boss gets that kind of submission. You niggas ain't, y'all ain't capable of being, y'all being bossed around. The hell are you talking about? You see your weak ass running around here trying to act like her, wearing her clothes, putting on makeup, trying to be like her, trying to replace her. Exactly. The truth is, if they don't respect you, you're not getting no submission. Now, some black women are different. Some may drop a few things of the criteria because you got different types of people out here now. Especially in this day and age, people think all kinds of weird ways I've never seen people think before. Some people think the wrong thing just on spite because they don't want you to be right. You could be 100% right about them, right? But they'll think the wrong way on purpose just so you can't be right about them. I've seen people do that. They will think the wrong thing and say the wrong thing on purpose just so you can't be right. Even if you're right, even if they know that you're 100% right, they'll say the wrong thing on purpose or think the wrong thing on purpose just so you can't be right. I've seen people do that. Yeah, a lot of people are screwed up today with their thinking. Oh man. Mental illness is real, y'all. Especially in the black community, it's real. Mental illness is absolutely real in the black community. Abby. All right, y'all. Wait for my counterpart to get back here. I've been having some trouble with my system freezing. But I hope you guys enjoyed the rant. Um, I will be off for a little while because I'm getting ready to go back on the road. So probably the next time you hear a gangster talk, probably be 2 weeks from now. So I got some things I got to do. So I want to come on here today and give y'all a little something, something, because I'm going to be gone for a minute. But we will be having ladies' night, and there will be conversations with Lady Dane. Okay, you know, but Gangster Talk will probably be back in about 2 weeks because I have some things I got to do. Ah, man, I really enjoy talking to you guys, man. And I don't make no bones about how I sound. I mean, I am me. I'm a black man. Okay. Yep. He said the Becky will raise their credit. Hmm. They don't care about their lives, but they care about their credit. You got to be allowed to use that credit, though. I mean, you're talking about people who are trying to kill you, so why not just give you whatever you want? Because they figure you ain't gonna live long enough to enjoy it anyway. Because they're trying to kill you every time you turn around. To them, it ain't no big deal because they figure it's just a matter of time for one of them gets you. So you ain't gonna enjoy it that much anyway. Oh, it's so Mika. He telling the truth. I've heard that too. I've heard worse than that. I heard some fools say that because black women have attitudes, black men are investing in white communities. How about that?
That is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a lie. It cannot be because of the black women attitude. Black men have to invest in white communities. Okay, if your black women are having an attitude, what will show you helping them to come out from the attitude that they are having? If you really love your women, than running away and leaving your women to go and say, okay, these black women have an attitude and I want to be with the white women. This is like a childhood talk. And I disagree with those men because they are manosphere and they are sissy men. So they hate women. Yeah, and they don't want to be with women. So they always say black women have something. Black women have some question mark on them.
Thank you, Black Girl Magic. Yeah, we're gonna keep pumping it up. We still small right now. You know, we just need some more support, y'all, because we're gonna keep busting this truth. We're gonna keep fighting for black. See, we're not afraid to be black over here. You're not dealing with some old scared Negroes who are afraid of white folk. We ain't afraid of white folk. We ain't afraid of none of this shit. And we're proud to be black. And we're proud of our black women. We love our black women over here. So that's what you're gonna get when you come over here. You ain't gonna get no scared Negro shit when you come over here. But we need some more support. You know, we need y'all to throw in them to throw in that support to support the channel so we can grow. We need y'all to share the channel, share the links, throw the links out there with other people. You know, um, pass the word around because we
Right.
definitely we definitely gonna keep coming with it. Again, we're not afraid. We already the shadow man. You're already trying to shadow ban us for the way we for this shit that we kick now. You know, they don't want no haven on here for black women. Yeah, you damn right. We got brothers in here. That we don't just let any niggas in here with wrenches. You know, you got to be a man to be. If you got a if a black man got a wrench in here, he a real man. We don't give punks wrenches in here. Truth is, that's my young brother right there, 19, already a grown ass man.
Yeah, those are the young men we are looking for so that we're going to
Hmm.
train them and we teach them to know how to be a real man and a good man as well.
Hmm. Yeah, we got Gen Culture coming out. We got a couple of good shows lined up, but you know what? We need that support, y'all. We don't want to ask, but we do need support to grow, to do some things. You know what I'm saying? But we don't turn around every time you turn around talking about yo hit a cash app or something like that. We don't do that. You know, support from your heart, and but we gonna keep pushing it, y'all.
Yeah, right. If you just want the channel to grow and you want us to procure the good news to the world, to save our black women, to save our black children and our black communities, those are some of the things you have to support the channel.
Hmm.
You have to let the channel grow so that we can save
See, we not.
these young children they are coming.
See, we're not really about a lot of drama, or even though sometimes we get caught up in drama, but we really not about the drama. We really about talking about our people, getting our people together, and we turn spotlights on things that is happening to our people in our community. Like right now, I'm pissed off at the black and the white supremacy because they're killing our women and children. And I don't see other black channels talking about it. But we talk about it over here. We bring a spotlight to it because we don't like it and we want it to stop. And people have to understand that this is what's going on out here. Okay? And a lot of people that is doing this are black men. And they want to try to hide the fact that black men are killing black women and children. We used to let some of them come up here and state their case, but we stopped doing that because the last two times um, we had a couple of fools up here that said some crazy things. I better not go on mute. Okay. Mhm. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we used to have some of them come up here, and tell their side of the story, and we tried to have conversations with them and reason with them. But man, we had a couple of fools up here last time. We ain't letting nobody else up here, man, like that. And them dudes came up here talking absolutely out of their fucking head, man, talking about. I think the worst was the guy who said, black women don't belong to us. That they came from Africa as concubines for the white man. I was like, wow. If that's the case, then what the hell we need slavery for then? I mean, the shit these niggas, then we had some other fool up here mad because he got played out. He taking care of he taking care of a black woman's two children by two different baby daddies. And he's spending money and he got mad because he still had sex with one of the baby daddies. So now he hate black women. All for one incident. This is what kills me. Okay, if you're gonna hate black women, okay, I wouldn't condone it, but I would understand it better if you had a long track record of you being done dirty by black women. I mean, absolute fuck that. I'm talking about just straight out dirty. Like they just did you messed up. I'm talking about it's got to be a track record though. Like you can't. One time you got played out, and now you hate black women. We've all been played out. Black men have been played out. Black women have been played out. We've all played each other out. That's no biggie. That's not enough for you to hate black women. You got to have some really bad luck. You got to be on some 10-year shit. Every black woman you came across dogged you out, did some bad things to you, took advantage of you because they were bad people. You got to show me a history of that before I even consider saying, okay, well, I can see why you hate black women. But I can't even consider that if you ain't got at least 10 or 15 years of a track record of black women shitting on you. And then we got to look into those cases and see why you were shitted on. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we got to look at that. We have to look at that too. So I don't want to. Okay. Say what, man? What do you mean, Hassan? What are you talking about? Did I say something? Refresh my memory because I've been going on a. Yeah, Hassan. Some old fool came up in here talking crazy, man. Talking about black women don't belong to us. They was originally came from Africa as concubines with a white man. Some old dumb shit. Yo, like, man, where y'all get this stuff from?
Sorry, I think Mans is having some connection problems, so he's just fixing it. Yeah, I know some black women are coming from Africa, and yeah, the dude, that man, that guy who came here, and he was saying he don't know where black women are from. They're not from the men. I hate that. Okay, where are we from? We did not coming from the. Where are we coming from? And let us know
Yeah. Okay.
what. Let us know what is going on. After all, yeah,
Yeah, Ron Ezekibo or something like that. Yeah,
he's a
Ron Ezekibo.
Nigerian.
Yeah, yeah. You know, he said he was Nigerian.
Yeah, we know already Nigerian been selling out, so for them they hate black women, they hate black men, and they hate themselves, and they been falling out for white people. So I know definitely he gonna say black people are not black women are not coming from the men. Yeah, I know definitely because he's a Nigerian.
Well, that's the first time I heard that. I ain't never heard that before. I've heard a lot of conscious dudes say some crazy things, but that I've never heard before.
Yeah, they've been
And that's it.
weak. They, they are those people being kissing white men's shoes, bending down for them, work on them. They are those people.
Hmm.
They don't care about the black women. They don't care about black children. Whether their children is dying, they don't care about it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't care about black.
Yeah, man. That's what I heard. Like I said, I've never heard that. I mean, I've heard a lot of conscious guys from the conscious community. That I've never heard. They've said some of the craziest things I've ever heard before. I've heard the Hebrew Israelites, but that I've never heard that before. I've never heard anybody say that. You're the only person that I heard say that. And I'm wondering, since he represents the manosphere, where's he getting that from? He got to be getting it from them. Okay, well, we don't have the music. So go ahead, finish talking. Women came from Africa to be concubines. First time I've heard that.
Oh yeah, for me, what what he
Did we
said.
did we mention the fact that he's Nigerian?
Okay, yeah, because okay, I know Africa is big, and
Hmm.
most of African men love their women,
Hmm.
even though when they don't marry them or they have children with them, they love their women and they know their
Hmm.
women is black.
Right.
So I don't care where you being an African person, you are a black person, and you disagree or you sell out your women, saying black women doesn't. We are not coming from black women. Where are you coming from? That's the question. Are you coming from the white women? No, you are not because you are a black man. And do you think the white women care for you? They don't care for you at all. Instead of
Yeah,
you
kind of.
to,
Yeah, it makes me wonder too. Like, if that's the case, then where are we coming from? Who is
right,
having us? Who is the person that's having us? What's our origin? Where we come from? You
right,
notice that he didn't say anything about that, right?
yeah.
He never
Why is it
answered that
that they say,
question. He came up here and he said
and
all of
he
these
never comes
things.
here?
Right. He came up here and said all of these things, but he never answered that one question. Where are we from then? See? But that's the way they are. They come up here, they want to regurgitate a bunch of white talking points, but they don't never give you the answer that you're looking for. When you ask them a question, they don't never answer the question. You know, it's always about deflection and some other kind of statistics from the CBC. These guys live by the CBC. That's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics. If they don't have statistics, they don't have anything.
Yeah, and they are not here for any
Uh-huh.
questions that they're going to answer. Yeah, so you ask them questions, then they will not come here again to give you the correct answer
Hmm.
because they know what they are saying is not the truth. They have no evidence. They have nothing to
Hmm.
show that or to prove what they are saying is right.
Yeah, I don't even think that what he said, right? He didn't have any evidence of that either. I mean, you just can't say that and say, okay, well, that's what we're all going to believe now because you said it. He didn't have any evidence of that either. But they never do. They never have any real evidence to back up what they say. They just come up and say things. And because they are part of the manosphere, you're supposed to believe it.
Right.
So, like I'm saying, if he's saying that black women don't belong to black men and that they came from Africa as concubines for the white man, then where do we come from?
Right. Then why did they say the motherland is Africa? Why is that they not say the white
Right.
manland in Africa, but they say the motherland? So the mothers are women, they are not men. So I
Right.
don't understand why. Yeah, because they did not say white land is in Africa, but they say motherland is in Africa. So where is our
Hmm.
motherland? It's in Africa. Our motherland is not in America, it's not in Kuwait, but the motherland is not in Africa.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, oh, so just like I said, right? They running from cartoon characters too. Let me see. What you say? That was the favorite cartoon. Let me see. Um, George Jetson. Yeah, that used to be a funny cartoon. George Jetson. Dame is back.
Oh, hey then.
Sorry, weather's messing with the network over here.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty bad over there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yvette, what's going on? We're about to shut it down in a few minutes. You missed it. Went on a rant about black men, earning submission, and I think we've come to the conclusion that this black man, as he exists today, he's incapable of earning submission from the black woman. Hmm.
Yeah. Alrighty. All right. No, they haven't earned submission. They haven't earned respect, but yet they feel that it's supposed to be automatic. You're supposed to respect the man. I can be polite to the man and still not respect him. Yeah, it's called manners. You know. I think they confuse um, being polite with being respected. Because I don't get what they're talking about sometimes. They say, she's supposed to respect me until I show otherwise. And I'm thinking, no, you're supposed to show you deserving of respect. You don't come in demanding it. If you have to demand it, then you ain't getting it. hmm
Right.
Yeah. So just like everything else, it got to be earned. It can't be just given. If it's given without earning, it don't mean anything.
Yo,
And I
did
think,
y'all hear about? I'm sorry. Did y'all hear
go ahead.
about the guy who killed himself in court after he heard the verdict, y'all?
Mm-mm.
He cut his own throat. I just put it in the chat. Yeah, y'all. This dude was in court, and once he heard the verdict, he got up and slit his own throat right in front of everybody, right there in the courtroom. Killed himself in the courtroom.
My thing is, where did he get a knife from? Aren't they supposed to be checking him over?
Yep. I don't know how he did that either. It goes to show you, well, the security probably was just a joke.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow.
So,
Yeah, man. He cut his own. Yeah, he cut his own throat. Hassan. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, but still, right? He would have been able to. He he would have had to undress to get it out of this crack of his behind. So he must have had it in his waist somewhere. If he got to it that fast to cut his own throat. And what I'm thinking is it must have been a razor if he killed himself that quickly.
looked like it might have been sharpened plastic.
Sharpened plastic.
Yeah.
Well, was he an inmate already? You see the article?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
What is it saying?
Okay. And then it's a partially guilty verdict.
Mm-hmm.
Terrorizing related charges. Said the man had a sharp instrument that might have been made of plastic. So I guess so the metal detectors don't go off. But he must have knew that there was gonna be a guilty verdict to have all that ready. Charged with reckless endangerment and assault for allegedly running someone over with a jeep. He also faced a terrorizing charge on accusation he brandished a weapon.
So, in order for him to kill himself, there must have been a couple of things going on. He probably felt that in jail he was going to get killed, so he decided to do it himself.
Or there's gonna be worse than death.
yeah, yeah, yup. A fate worse than death, right?
hmm
Wow, I could have just off myself like that. I would have taken my chances and fight.
Uh,
Was he black?
that's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, if his face ain't, if he was black, they would have showed him already. You know, he would have had a He would have had a face up there already if he was black. Yeah, I don't think he was black.
Nah. Yeah, he was found guilty. He was acquitted on one charge and found guilty of the other. Yeah, he did self harm after he heard the verdict and after the jury had left the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
He did not know which charge the man had been convicted of.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They ain't even saying no name. Yep.
Nah, so he probably somebody could be white.
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a white dude. Oh, excuse me.
All the questions you have, we have. What was the sharp object? How did it get into the courtroom? Those questions. What did people see him do? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh well.
Queen Glitter, she looking for the gossip. Fill her in, Dane.
Oh, some man, he was acquitted on one charge and found guilty of another one.
Yeah,
Stealing with his Jeep. Let me
yeah,
see.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing, man. He probably snitched on somebody, and they probably was going to torture him in jail or something. So he said, "The hell with it. They're gonna get me. I may as well do it. I may as well do it out here." You
Nah, I
know?
think he's gonna be somebody's girlfriend.
Yeah. Because they
Yeah,
say he ran over somebody with a jeep. So we
and
don't know.
charged with reckless endangerment, assault for allegedly running someone over with a Jeep. He also faced a terrorizing charge.
You say he wasn't even all the way guilty. You said it was a partial guilty.
Yeah, he
Damn,
was.
he's still off himself.
Yeah, he's gonna be somebody's girlfriend.
He was going to rescue his masculinity.
And he knew there was a chance he was gonna be found guilty. Why else would he have it with him? Why else would he have a weapon with him?
Uh huh.
He knew he wasn't gonna be able to get away.
Yeah. Suge Knight. Yeah.
So
What
what's
city was
going
it
on
in?
in all it says in North Dakota, man. Let's see. Fargo, North Dakota.
Okay. I was about to say, you sure it ain't Crew? Now let me stop. Shout out to my boy Crew. Reality. Shit, Crew might know the dude. In Fargo, North Carolina, you might know the guy.
North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. So makes you wonder what's how bad is the prison over in North Dakota? Because this is a federal charge.
Oh, they want all their time, feds. Yeah, you got to give them all their time. I don't think there's no such thing as a good time with the feds, unless you some kind of mercenary or somebody that they can use. Then they'll get you out quicker. But if you can't offer them, then you can't do nothing for them. You doing all your time. I'm talking about down to the very last hour. If you got 10 years, you doing 10 years. I don't know. I think they changed it. I think you do have good time now in the feds, I think. Don't get me the line, but I think you may have good time in the feds now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're in your final year, I believe. The final year. Okay, he's been behaving good. I think we can uh, let him go a year early.
Hmm. But you offing people. I mean, you offed yourself in a violent. He killed himself in a violent way, y'all. So something was going on in that jail he didn't want to face. I mean, he died violently. What other articles we got? I got a bunch of articles down there. You see anything else down there, Dan?
Okay. All
Because
right.
nobody wants to come.
I closed it up, so I didn't. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What else we got? Ling Ling is supposed to be a better mom. Let's see. Oh,
Uh, what? Oh,
what?
Ling Ling. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. In San Diego? Wait. Is this the same thing? Oh, okay. All right, it's the same thing. All right, now it's the same incident.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What else? 12-year-old boy killed girl, 15 in apparent accidental shooting. Okay, when does a gun become a problem? Uh, or when does it become a safety thing? Okay, police in Michigan believe a 12-year-old boy accidentally shot and killed a 15-year-old girl at Edwardsburg home over the weekend. The incident occurred at 1:45 Sunday at Maple Street home.
Yeah, what is going on with these kids getting all of these guns? Kids, man, too many kids are getting a hold of guns. They're either killing themselves or killing someone else. Didn't we just do a thing about an 11-year-old girl or something like that? Went to school and shot everybody up.
Oh, okay, yeah. hmm
These kids getting their hands on weapons, man. And they know how to fire these weapons.
Well, shoots. It's kind of easy to pull a trigger.
Yeah, but the sound it makes, the recoil. What kind of gun did that 11-year-old child have? Somebody taught that 11-year-old child how to shoot.
The boy who believed the gun was not loaded then fired the weapon at the girl, killing her. Nope. If they had taught him, they would have told him never assume that a weapon is not loaded.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, a lot of these parents way to keep accidents from happening. They try to teach gun safety. It was actually making it easier for them to handle a gun. And the kids know where the guns are hidden, where the keys to the gun safe is.
Well, that 11-year-old, whatever, girl or boy or whatever, knew how to shoot.
hmm
Okay. They knew how to
Yeah.
hit moving targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you weary, right? Kind of makes you, man, like, look, I don't even want to go nowhere unless it's work. And then after that, you just want to go in the house, man. It ain't even safe anywhere. As a matter of fact, you ain't got to leave your house really, except to work because you can get anything delivered to you. Now, they done changed the game, man, everywhere. You can get anything and everything delivered to your house now. You can get clothes, you can shop, get clothes, you can get whatever you want. You can even have a car. You can buy a car online and have it delivered to you. You ain't even got to go into the dealership no more. I'm with it, man, because I really don't. I mean, you just go out. It's kind of like you in jail, right? Because you're locked into your home because it's so dangerous outside, and so you go out for 24 hours for your rec time, right? You go
Uh
get your
huh.
little rec time, and then you come back in the house. You know,
Yeah.
and it's really bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The school's gonna be ending soon, and what they're gonna be doing with their time.
Yeah, yeah, I seen something about that. The three deputies that killed Andrew Brown will be reinstated and retrained.
What?
Wow. Can you say riot?
Have they lost their mind?
Absolutely.
Training don't work. Training don't work if a 26 veteran can't tell the difference between a taser and a service weapon. And who also been training other officers. Those bad habit awful training has been ingrained. Mhm. Okay, so are they talking about at their old precinct? Or they disappeared into another state? Oh yeah, you got to give up on them. Make sure they're not there to teach their bad training to others. Well, she still got to go to court for killing that boy Dante. But so they talking about retraining these guys that killed Andrew Brown and reinstate and retrain them. I said, it's too late. It's all been ingrained in them. The bad training that already stuck. All they're gonna do is go back into bad habits. Muscle memory. Soon as they see black folks, pull out a gun. That's why I think that woman she's so used to pulling out a gun on black people that she's on automatic. She's gonna pull a gun out. Yeah, yeah. A lot of these bad cops, they got muscle memory ingrained in them. Uh, Black folks pull out a gun, not find out what's going on. Pull out a gun. Yeah. Cause Micaiah, he pulled out a gun when he got out of the car. Got out of the car. Actually, I don't think he even got out of the car good. He already had his gun pulled out to find out what's going on. Yeah, they're gonna always try to justify. It'd be like, we short-handed. We need officers. We'll just retrain them. How you retrain bias? How you retrain the you're supposed to be let me see. Let me see. What's that term on the yeah, that you expect black people to comply, but yet white people can run all over you, spit on you, do all kind of stuff. What happened to everybody must comply to the officer? No, that's just for black folks. And then there's too many of y'all that's scared.
Hey, do y'all know? I'm gonna cut
Mm-hmm.
in, but
Mm-hmm.
do y'all know? Now, normally we don't talk politics on here.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the lady Day, we pretty much stay away from politics. But sometimes we do say something about politics, depending on how blatant it is. You know, they getting ready to pass a hate crime bill. It's just been put on Biden's desk for his signature. That means it has already passed the House and everything that it needs to pass. They're getting ready to pass an Asian hate crime bill, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no hate crime bill for black people. They're getting ready to pass an Asian hate crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what are we doing? See, this is what pisses me off. We got niggas talking about black women and stupid stuff like that, but they getting ready to pass an Asian hate crime bill. It's about to be a hate crime to attack Asians because they're Asians. Because they're Asians. Where is the hate crime for black people?
Uh-huh.
Now, you can say that they're doing some things, but they don't have no actual physical bill that I'm aware of for black people.
Mm-hmm.
But and check this out. Look how fast this has happened. See, this is what I'm talking about. The Asian men wasn't playing around. They did what they had to do to get this bill passed. They lobbied, they greased palms, they pay. I keep trying to tell black folks, politicians is a pay to play. This ain't about man. They ain't interested in doing no justice. It's kind of like the movie. What was the movie with Clint Eastwood? A Fistful of Dollars. No, not A Fistful of Dollars. It was the other one. To where he, I think it was called A Pale Rider.
Okay.
Where he came into a mining town.
Mm-hmm.
And they was mining for gold, and some white dude owned the town.
Uh-huh.
And they couldn't get him out. And he sent a marshal called Stockburn, who had 8 deputies with him that were killers. And he said that Stockburn went around. He wasn't no real marshal. He just went around upholding the law to whoever paid him the most. Well, that's the way politics are, y'all. Politicians is only going to do something for people who pay them the most. Black people don't pay politicians nothing. We don't put no money in their campaign. We don't put no money in their pocket. These other races, man, they know what it's about. It's a pay to play. Now they went on and did what they had to do, and they got a hate crime bill now. What are black people doing? Did y'all see Chinese people get out here and march? Even though that they were being attacked left and right, I didn't see no Chinese marches or Asian march. Did anybody see Asians get together and march? I didn't see that, and I was watching the news about all of these attacks. I didn't see one Asian group together and get out here and do some marching. Did anybody see that? I could be wrong. I'm telling you, I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Did any of you see that? Because I don't remember any Asians marching in the street. And look at what they got done. That's because it ain't about marching in the street. They didn't get out here wasting their time marching in the street and singing and whatnot. They went and handled business. They got to the politicians. They identified the politicians that they needed to get to, and they put money in their coffers to say, hey, we need this bill. Here's X amount of dollars. And by the way, you're going to get the Asian vote next year. On top of that. And they got what they wanted. Black people don't do that. Black people don't go to people and tell them, hey, look, here's X amount of dollars. We need you to take care of these crooked cops, and pass some bill about such and such. Here's some money, and you can count on a black vote next year. Black folks don't do that. If you want to play, you got to pay. Politics is about pay to play. It ain't about nothing else. You're sitting up here listening to people tell you all kinds of phony stuff about, well, politics is about this and that. It's about money. I'm not going to sit up here and blow some smoke, some intellectual smoke up your butts. I'm going to give it to you plain and simple. It's about money. Hassan, do I have to say it again? Let me say it one more time for my brother Hassan in the chat. It's about guns and butter. It ain't about nothing else. You can sit up here and talk till you're blue in the face. You can sit up here, have all your intellectual masturbation all you want. But at the end of the day, it's about guns and butter. That's it. That's one of the truest and coldest lines of reality I ever heard in a movie. Because I understand exactly what he's saying. That's what it is all about, y'all. Guns and butter. If you think it's about something else, you're fooling yourself. Sure, you can listen to all of these fancy intellectuals who went to school and wasted their time getting educated and getting in debt. You can educate yourself. You don't need colleges to educate you. Now, if you're going into a specialized education to where you need some on-hands training and stuff like that, then you may want to go to university. But if you're not doing something like that, you can educate yourself. That's what it's about. It's about guns and butter. And you ain't coming with. If you got guns, you can negotiate. If you got butter, you can negotiate. But you ain't got neither, ain't nobody listening to you. You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no guns and you ain't got no butter. Ain't nobody listening to you. You'd be lucky if somebody let you stand in their office and finish a sentence before they kick you out. You either got to have one or the other or both. You either got to have guns or you got to have butter. Guns will bring about fear. Guns give the indication of power and muscle, and people fear that, and people want to pay for that. So guns, they take you seriously. You walk in there like, what you got? I got guns. Okay, they can use that. They can use you for muscle. They can put your guns on the market. They can do all kinds of things with you. They can make money off you. Why? Because you got guns. There's things that they can do with guns. You coming in, you got butter. All right, you in, you got butter. We can do some things. But you come to people talking about some, well, we want justice. Okay, what you willing to give us for them justice? You got some guns, you got some butter? Nah, we ain't got nothing, but we may have a banana peel hanging around. We may have a half-eaten sandwich somewhere. Maybe a half of an empty bottle of Coke. We got that. And then he gonna kick you. Then he gonna get mad and kick you out of his office. And while he kicking you out, he gonna tell you this ain't no damn picnic. Come back when you got guns or butter or both. Until then, get from around here and don't come around here no more. Now that's the simplistic way of putting it. Now you got your intellectual superheroes on here that's gonna put it another way. They're gonna take the long way around and give you a lot of intellectual masturbation to come to the same conclusion that I just gave you. Like I told you, I like simplicity. Simplicity don't take a whole lot of effort to understand.
Mm-hmm.
See, you ain't got to think real hard when you hear simplistic shit. Excuse my French. This ain't about intellectual masturbation. This is about giving you the truth. Giving you the truth quick and giving it to you plain so that you can understand. The Bible tells us to speak plainly so that a child may understand. I'm not going to give you intellectual masturbation. I could, but I won't. Simplicity, guns and butter. That's what it's about. If you ain't got neither, you ain't in the game, ain't nobody talking to you. You may as well go on and keep doing what you've been doing. Get out here marching, singing, "We shall overcome." Because that's the best you're going to get. You show up with some guns, you got a deal. You show up with some butter, you got a deal. You show up with neither, you're going to get kicked out of somebody's office. You're going to get shown the door. Look how quickly the Asians got that bill passed. And you didn't see one Asian out here marching. How you think they got that passed? Why? Because they got guns and butter. They got one or the other. They own businesses. They also are a big part of the manufacturing in this country. They got guns and butter. That's how they got it done. They didn't march in no damn street talking about some no justice, no peace. And why do black people keep doing that? Boy, my co-host is something else, ain't she? He
Well,
come here with all this noise right in the middle of while we live here. What's going on, Dan?
oh, sorry. I was trying to get comfortable. We keep doing it because we seem to think it worked the time.
But you know what? I got another problem too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do black people keep getting behind other black people who are known for getting their butts kicked? Why we look at that as some kind of achievement? Man, I back Brother Henry. Brother Henry got his ass whooped. back in the civil rights era. They were whooping brother. He took a mean ass whooping all the way to Selma.
Well,
So brother Henry got his butt whooped all the way to Selma, and that's supposed to be some kind of inspiration to us. We be getting disrespected and we don't even realize it. Straight disrespected. Brother Henry get his ass whooped from here to Selma, and he in Black History Month, and we supposed to see that as some kind of achievement. So we supposed to go out and get our asses whooped too. We supposed to go out and get our asses whooped until somebody's arms fall off, and get our asses kicked until somebody's foot goes numb.
okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And and I don't see black people like taking that as disrespect. I gonna sit up and tell myself, yo, brother, you did a great thing, man. You marched and got your ass whooped. And man, you took a mean ass whooping. I mean, I was looking at the tape, man. You got your ass whooped for 50 miles. I don't even know how you alive today. Dude got his ass whooped for 50 miles.
they trying to use something that worked back then to the now.
It didn't work back then. He was getting beat up. You're talking about, okay, well, listen, we're going to give you civil rights, but we're going to take it out of your ass. And they're going to say, well, you know what? We're nonviolent. We'll take that. We'll take them ass whoopings. But we going to reach the mountaintop.
Well, the object was to show how savage these white people are, and have them be embarrassed on a national stage. How are you
Well,
going to say that you're going to defend the democracy and you're taking away people's democracy right in your own country?
well, yeah, you could say something like that. I guess that would, I guess that would hold some weight if we had a little bit more power.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Maybe if we own some of the media, we own the bigger piece of the media, to where we can really embarrass them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that will hold some weight. But if they own all of the media, I mean, they can pretty much let out what they want to let out. I mean, George Floyd got leaked out, from what I was told. That got leaked to the BBC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I was told. I was told that got leaked, so they didn't mean to get that out.
Well, shoot, if black folks stop selling their media, BT, so Ebony, so Essence, so um like they just build up these media just to sell it to the white man. Excuse me, why would you sell it? Somebody white at that.
Hmm.
So you got black people thinking these medias are still black, but they not.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what happened to Jet Magazine, and quite a few other medias. There's some connection to the white media now.
Well, Emmanuel Briggs. Yeah, I mean, you can say that, and that sounds fancy and all, but like I said, it really comes down to black folks getting their asses kicked. I mean, we can't really deny it. I mean, it's there on film. And I don't know about you, but that's not something that is an inspiration to me. Seeing black people marching for something that they should have, as a birthright, and then getting the daylights beat out of them because of it. I don't know about you, but that's not something that I aspire to. I don't want to. That doesn't float my boat. I don't get excited at all, tingly inside when I see that. I don't see that as any kind of black achievement. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I see that as black failure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, well, the object at that time was to
YouTube. Uh huh.
the object at that particular time was to embarrass white people across the world stage. You know, look at them. They're not beating grown black folks. They beating up on children. They water hoses, dogs, police beating on them, women and children.
Uh huh.
Hmm. But the bulk of them were children and teenagers.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but again, when you're in a country that's owned pretty much and controlled by them, that doesn't really serve any purpose.
It doesn't that approach doesn't
Mm.
work for now. For
Didn't work then either. I mean, making them look bad don't do nothing. I mean, they look bad now. They have always looked bad.
Okay, huh?
Yeah, they had to get Jet Magazine up out of here, Hassan. They kept showing too many black people, dark skinned black people. Have you seen S's Magazine? I think it's a white magazine now, right? Don't they got white women in it now? Do y'all know that the owner of S's Magazine, Susan Taylor, is a swirler? Do you know her husband is white or was white at the time? Did y'all know that her husband was white? How many of y'all knew that about Susan Taylor, the owner of S's Magazine? If she
Okay,
still own it.
I didn't know she was the owner. I thought she was just a publisher. You know.
Nah, she owned the magazine at one point. I mean, I seen an awards show where they announced her as the owner.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen her husband?
No.
It's a jolly old white dude. And he had silver hair back then. I don't know what he is now. I don't know what she is now. Can somebody Google Susan Taylor husband real quick? How many of y'all know that he was white? And this was when Essence was at his highest, right? Right? Like when Essence was what was up. I mean, you can go to the. Why do you think that they didn't have a problem with Essence being in white doctors' offices? Tell me what white doctor's office you can go in to find a purely uh, black magazine. They could. The only reason why Jet was allowed is because they couldn't really stop Jet. You know, believe it or not, Jet actually had some power behind it at one point. But they finally got Jet out of there, man. Jet kept showing too many jigaboos. They had to get them out of there. It was hard to find a light skinned person in Jet at one point. Everybody was dark skinned. Yeah, but so Susan Taylor. Yeah, somebody Google that. And Susan Taylor's husband was white. I'm talking about he could have been Santa Claus, y'all. And as beautiful a black woman Susan Taylor was, her husband could have been Santa Claus, dude. I mean, Susan Taylor was on Naomi Campbell's um, level. She was on a young Naomi Campbell's. Y'all know Naomi Campbell was fly back in the day. She was on that level with a Santa Claus, yo. Dude looked like Santa Claus. Dang. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. No,
Did you find her husband?
I found pictures of her second husband, but not of her first.
What her second husband look like? I ain't know she was married again.
Um, some Indian looking dude.
Yeah, they don't even like black men. Put it Susan Taylor's first husband. Dude looked like dude was Santa. Imagine, right? Like I said back in the day when Susan Taylor was young, he was hitting on Naomi Campbell's level. And her husband at the time looked like Santa Claus, yo.
Well, maybe that's how she got the money for her magazine.
Man, they ain't be having phones ringing on there, kangaroos in the background, stuff falling down, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, people
But
coming.
yeah.
Well, that's why I keep trying to go mute a lot because they don't hear.
This is the only show like this, people. You will only find that stuff here. But yeah, but like I said, right? She was, her husband.
You know what? I can't find a picture of him anywhere. There's just a shadow.
Wow.
hmm
I don't even want you showing that dude.
But she only stayed married to him for 4 years, and then they got divorced.
He must have paid people to keep his photo out of the public. She knew what he looked like. And man, Susan Taylor was beautiful, yo. He was beautiful back in her day. And for her to be that beautiful with some old wrinkling, crinkling Santa Claus, that was whack.
Well, they want to make sure you don't find that picture nowhere. So maybe maybe let's see, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. But hey, she might have just stayed with him long enough to get her magazine going. Yeah, I'm looking all over the place for this dude. Not a picture. He's been stricken off the record. Yeah, but so hey, maybe she's embarrassed too. So she hid him away. Yeah, Jet magazines. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of male relatives that always put the beauty of the week on the wall. Yeah, I remember one of my cousins, his dad was mad at him. I don't know what he did, but somehow he managed to wallpaper the ladies onto the wallpaper. Yeah, they scrubbed that internet. He who should not be known. An unknown statement. Yeah. So yeah. So my thinking is she married him so she can get the money for her magazine, and once she got it off the ground and running, she divorced him. She stayed married to him for 4 years. It'd be like, okay, I had enough for you. You can go now. But as I said, I thought she was just the head editor of the Essence magazine. But I ain't read Essence or Ebony or I don't know when Jet magazine fell off. Because most of the time I couldn't get to it quickly enough. I have to go to the library to get to a Jet magazine. Jet magazine did not last long in our house. Well, I should say my grandparents' house, but I say our house because we had it sent to our house too for a while. It's like once they discovered we was getting it, shoot, uncles, cousins, mom would be mad. Boy, bring me my magazine back. You can have it when I get through reading it. Yeah, all the Afro Sheen products. Yeah, we never get to see. We see what's left of the magazine afterwards. So if there was anything important on the back of that Jet Beauty of the Week, you could forget it. You never find out what it was said because it have disappeared and got wallpaper to the wall. Either got wallpaper to the wall, it ended up in a collection that don't know where it disappears to. Yeah. In fact, for the longest while, libraries wouldn't let you check out a Jet magazine. So you had to either read it right then and there, or wait to check it out after the month is over with. Okay. So yeah, imagine my surprise to find out BT was sold and is no longer black owned. Ebony no longer black owned. Essence no longer black owned. And I don't know what y'all talking about. I saw some light skinned beauty of the week. Oh yeah. Um. Oh yeah. My public library. Oh no. They wouldn't let you check out Jet when it first came out, which was fine with me. So I get to finally read what's on the other side of the beauty of the week. You know how frustrating it is. You be in the middle of a story and then the page is missing. Yeah. Come to think of it, a lot of women magazines aren't even brought by women anymore. Victoria's Secret, that ain't brought by no women no more. I don't know why they even bother trying to say that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so since they're no longer black owned, I don't really watch them anymore. Don't really read them anymore. Mm-mm. Yep. And the Publishers Clearinghouse always keep trying to get me to get Ebony and Essence and be like, do you want the Ebony Essence? No. Not black owned anymore. All right. So we don't have any media publications to combat the white media because hey, it's sold out. You build the thing to sell it to white people. Unfortunately, a lot of that have happened that I can remember over the years. You build something up and then you sell it to white people. Okay, I guess we're gonna lose Briggs into Google. But I think the most recent one is probably about the 2000 or 1990 or something like that. Yeah. Yep, we wanted to use some new hair products. We go in there and see what the hair products. Try to try to practice. getting the makeup like that. Yeah, I don't know how many times as girls we almost put our eye out trying to use the eyeliner pencil to try to get this look. Mhm. Yeah. Uh, Different hairstyles. Of course, the wigs. Make say, hey, that's where Miss So and So got her new hairstyle. She got her a wig. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Bill Cosby in the back. Let me see. Yeah, and a few others. And when they had the award nights, BT Awards was because we got tired of the music awards not giving our props. So hey, we don't need y'all sticking award show. We have our own. But now I can't get into it. Yeah, had to fight for the longest to get BT as a cable packet. They'd be like, "Don't you want the premium packet? Is BT part of the packet?" No, but we have MTV. Nah, not interested. Just give me the basic. Yep. Yeah. It took almost 15 years before they start making sure the BT packet was part of our premium packet. Cause hey, if we couldn't get BT, we weren't interested. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Let's call it a day. Tripping down memory lanes when our black media was our black media. Yeah, yeah. When men weren't complaining about respect and submission. Yeah, yeah. Oh, as one old man saying, you're not supposed to command submission. You command it, then you don't have it. And that's not every woman supposed to be submitting to you. That's supposed to be husband and wife. And that's only if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. If he ain't, she don't have to submit. You ain't doing what you gotta do, she don't have to submit. Yep. All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace, power, and unity. And let's leave out with some music.